we are just getting the results of your efforts, and the quality of the projects coming in is directly a result of how well you presented your lesson.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mhm.
Hope so.
You had content, you had them engaged through multi-dimensional, losing my thought. You had film clips, you had Kahoot, you had all the things that grabbed them in a subject matter that wasn't really initially grabbing it. And that discussion that the kids had, and you can see it. And the way you were acknowledging them, nodding your head, giving them time to think, and you realized that you were going to one side of the room and you moved to the other side of the room. That's very good.
I was very pleased with how balanced the response was to that question, because I was a little nervous, when I posed it, and I wanted to kind of vet the topic before I gave them the okay to write the letters on it, because it was overwhelmingly negative. I didn't want to, really indulge that, but I thought the students were really responsible in the opinions that they expressed, and I was surprised watching them when they're doing the free write, how much they were fully filling that page. They had a lot to say. And then,
as I was saying before, you got kids speaking and putting their voices out there where they hadn't before, and you acknowledged them and made them even more verbal where they weren't participating in class before. That's really good.
Yeah, when I looked at the video, the one thing, I'm asked to reflect on what I can do better, and I watched it and I thought, what I should have done and what I want to work on in the next unit with the book, when they're going to have to do it in the book clubs, is them talking to one another. So instead of, I did a lot of echoing because I wanted to validate everybody's opinion, that was my strategy there. But I wish I had more sort of that, ping direct to me to them, have them ask more questions. That would be does anyone want to add on to that? Does anyone want to, what do you guys think about what Bonnie said? What do you think? And kind of create more of a cross dialogue with them.
I think you did have that though.
Some of it, yeah, because they started to raise their hand because they wanted to say something. But I think that class especially, they can do it. There are enough mature voices in that, and.
But they were responding to each other's comments. Mm-hmm. I mean, you acknowledged them, you had their comments written on the board, but then they were responding to each other, which was really good.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they didn't protest too much when I presented the writing assignment today. I mean, I wish it hadn't been quite as much of a interval between, but I just sort of knew from my own children's reaction that even if the deadlines are spread out, if you put too many things in front of them at once, it can be overwhelming. So I didn't want to say, oh, here's your test and here's your project, and oh, I'm going to give you a paper too. So I wanted them to have the time to turn some things in before.
But you acknowledged that at the beginning and just said, this is what we're doing to close the unit, and that perked their ears up. So in the piece that you said was really good this morning. That's really going from that to what we had to do next, which is introduce the next unit.
Yeah.
But this was kind of closure and gave them closure. I think that's really good.
Okay.
And turning in the projects, which I'm so glad that we got them all.
Or most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, so I think in terms of the standards too, to bring it back a little bit to that, is what I heard in those standards that I think was relevant to this project is making things accessible and meaningful. And what I want to give to the kids is that when you have a thoughtful and measured argument that you want to make, that adults will listen to you. If you're complaining and whining, then the people aren't going to listen to you. But when you're thoughtful and you think about what you're going to say, and then yes, your voice, completely matters. And it was interesting because then today they were like, so are we voting? Like, is this like the vote? Is it gonna change the curriculum?
Well, they felt like they could.
Yeah. And I said, maybe, I don't know, they're changing the curriculum, so.
But you're giving them a voice, which is awesome.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so go home and grade some tests.